What are you guys doing? Ladim, Elitharis, Bjorn, and 626.
Well, are we all together right now?
Yes, you guys are hiding. You have successfully led the bandits into the camp, and you're hiding just outside in an advantageous position so you can try and spring a surprise attack on them, is what I got from last time.
Okay.
What?
So, quick question. In relation to us, are the bandits more northerly or southerly?
Or east? Say southerly.
Okay. So then Vladim is going to sidle over to Elitharis. And he's going to smile at her and say, and nudge her, and very quietly say, "Don't worry, I've got this." And he will suddenly burst out into the open, growing to his full height. And then he's immediately going to run first towards them, but then veer away, heading more in an easterly fashion if possible.
Okay.
And as he does so, he's going to be flailing his arms to get their attention, which I presume he can.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're a 20-foot tall man.
Excellent.
Flailing his arms and stomping around. I'm pretty sure you have their attention.
So then,
you two recognize him. You have no idea. So you two see Vladim suddenly spring up full height. You recognize him immediately. To you, describe Vladim to our new friend here, Todd.
Oh, Vladim is a lovely chap. Normally he stands over 6 feet tall, wearing only the most sophisticated clothing, which means that it's usually eye-glaringly clashing. Something along the lines of a sky blue tunic with bright orange pants. He usually wears a strange hat of sorts made out of woven cloth that usually tilts to one side and has a feather poking out of it. And he has a slightly swarthy, darker colored skin, and he's always talking like this.
Okay. So picture basically Aladdin in garishly colored clothing and a turban. Sweet. And he can grow to be 20 feet tall. So
24.
You just saw a 20-foot tall Aladdin.
Okay.
Start flailing his arms around. Over here. Okay.
No, that's actually 24, and believe it or not, he's not yelling over here. I know exactly what he's going to yell.
Okay.
As he's flailing his arms and charges towards them, he says, Excuse me, sirs. Use with the dogs. Why are your dogs out in the public? Who let the dogs out? Who? And then he will be running off, veering to the left because he was heading south and now he's heading east, trying to get them to follow him.
Okay, are they following him?
Yo.
Fantastic.
Every single one of them.
So I'm going to make sure...
Every single one of them immediately turns and starts charging after Vladim.
Now our goal is to take them all out, right?
I mean, that's up to you guys.
Okay, well I'm just gonna go ahead and use my third attack. Wow. I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to use third attack. Instead, I'm going to get the flame.
So you're going to step out and sacred flame them?
Yes. And then maybe I'll spare them.
I will do a fireball.
Alright. Are you casting anything?
Do
Do you not have cantrips?
I don't remember if I wrote it down.
Good. You should have cantrips.
So every one of us is magical.
Pretty much every single person in the party has magic of some form.
Shocking Grass.
Every single person.
Shocking Grass, Minor Illusion, Mage, and
Chakras?
Okay. Shotgun grasp, you could, I mean, if you can grab a hold of one, but
I don't know if you want to jump in that for a second.
No.
because we have an Eldritch Knight, a type of fighter, cleric, a barbarian sorcerer, a paladin, a warlock, and a bard.
So are they on a surprise round?
They are on a surprise round right now.
Would you mage and try to trip them with stick?
Sure.
Just lift a stick just high enough to trip them.
Just see one guy.
You actually gonna do that? Alright. Okay, so what do you have to do for your sacred flame thing? Do you have to roll for that, or?
So one of the mages takes a dex save.
No, it's a
I don't know about firebolt either.
First, you have to make them attack.
Does not like that. What, you mean the chicken from 7-Eleven? Yeah. Go gourmet.
Oh, it has, it's a dexterity saving throw. It should be 10 plus your level, so 3 is 13, plus the spell level, which is a cantrip, so 0, plus your wisdom. It's
I
your
don't want to
wisdom.
know.
So
But
16.
that's what you need to ask yourself. Does it get freshly cooked, or does it look like it's been sitting under that light for a couple hours?
No, and the first one lights up from that, so you do 1d8 plus your wisdom and damage. You are that, so yours. Shouldn't look that up while I have it open.
I did mention that, so I'm sure.
Yeah.
sorry, it was 1d8 plus what?
1d8 plus your wisdom.
Firebolt. And then,
Firebolt. Yeah, ranged attack. So you need to. It would be. Yep.
D10?
Mm-hmm.
I have to roll your rage.
No. You have to roll your to hit first.
20 plus your dex plus. Burning.
So you plus your dex, plus your proficiency bonus. So plus 4 total.
13.
Does not hit.
I'm pretty good for that fire.
And you're going to mage hand a stick up just enough to try and trip one of them.
Does he fall into the fire I just made?
Well, you gotta make dex save.
Actually. Well, he stumbles for a second, but he doesn't actually fall. But with that catching at least his attention, he whips around and sees the 3 of you there, and looks back and sees 20-foot tall Vladim, and begins to yell at his men to gather up. So they all stop and they all manage to circle up around him, basically. And then that brings it to you guys.
So we obviously see this.
You see Vladim, you see Vladim, you hear the yelling, you know where it's coming from. You're not quite close enough to actually see what's happening yet. You kind of clued in that something that you saw the 20-foot tall man and you can hear the yelling. So you know something's going on. You just can't see exactly what yet.
I'm
But you're
assuming once me and Karen see Vadine and hear commotion, we're gonna obviously start running through the commotion. And then that is my guess. That's what I do. How far is that what I do?
as far as you can tell, you're not very maybe 30, 40 feet.
I'm just gonna start walking. I'm just going for shit. On my way there, I'm gonna put my mage armor on, all my armor bag, this and armor shadow.
Okay.
What is that food smell?
I have, there's on the bottom tier of that, there's things. Yeah. I don't really care what you unplug. Okay, so what do you do?
Drawing my magic greatsword and yeah, I guess it casts detect evil on the people that are harassing the people I know.
Okay, well, you cast detect evil once you first you start to cast it, and you detect it. They are evil, but they're not like overwhelmingly evil. They've just made kind of shitty life decisions.
They're the most evil people around.
But at the moment, yes, they're the most evil people around.
Well, then, Hunter's on your side.
Okay. So as the three of you burst into the clearing, and now these three are standing there facing them. You're almost on opposite sides of them, with Vladim off to the side, yet still 20 feet tall, and you guys, between the three groups, you basically have them surrounded. And the original one that almost got tripped, 626, looks around at everyone, holds up his hands for a second, and goes, "All we want is what's in his pocket," and points at the tied up body of their old boss. So 626 walks over.
Yeah, no one jumps on that.
And reaches down and pats down the guard captain, the bandit leader, and finds a bulge in one of his pockets, reaches in, grabs it, and pulls out. And it seems to be some sort of purple gem, almost like an amethyst, that's almost the size of your fist. It's not cut, so it's like rough looking. But yeah, it's a purple. It looks almost like a purple amethyst, roughly the size of your fist.
Would I die if I swallowed it?
I mean,
Not a good idea.
Wait, what?
make a Constitution save.
He wants to swallow it.
What was it?
The gem.
Fist-sized
I got
gem.
15.
Wait.
15.
15. Well, you do manage to get it down. It hurt, and it hurt a lot. But you do manage to get it down.
Okay.
You took 3 points of damage swallowing it.
That's fine.
And now I need you to make a wisdom save.
It's an 18, but then plus 2 is 20.
Okay. You can feel something is wrong inside of you.
Your insides feel wrong.
Make a perception check.
7.
Nope.
Well, then I stare at the bandit, and it's like, all you'll have is the god's justice.
13.
Nope.
I'm not doing right.
11.
Some rolls. I see it. 10.
Is anyone else trying to notice the goblin swallowing a gemstone?
You got 13. I got 10. You got 13.
My 13 didn't do it.
I am a bit too busy trying to distract people to notice small children putting things in holes where they do not belong, sir.
Yeah, really though. It's like having a child. Can't keep
So
track
no.
of a child throwing shit in out.
So basically, no one got a 15.
No,
No, I
You know what? Let's They noticed.
Well, they're a little more concerned about not jamming.
So basically, 66 pats him down.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing here, guys.